I want to talk to you about working an Amazon fulfillment center. What are the pros? What are the cons? How much does it pay? Everything you need to know about working at an Amazon fulfillment center. Okay. So here are the generalities I want you to pay attention to. When you think about an Amazon warehouse job, I want you to think about a job that's pretty easy to get, that pays pretty well. I mean, you're looking at $16 to 21 to $25, depending on the geo where you are at, the state and the city where you are at. Okay, and also Amazon's warehouse jobs have a mixed reputation. That's for sure. You do have a high turnover rates. The physical nature of the work is actually tiring, and injuries are very, very, very common. Okay, the positions are pretty easy to get, even for those with a criminal record, no degree, or limited work experience. So the flexibility actually has a price, right? That flexibility means that you are not going to get the best of the best when it comes to working conditions. Now, should you get an Amazon? Should you get a job at an Amazon warehouse? It really depends on you. It depends on where you're at right now in your professional journey. What kind of situation you currently have yourself. Are you looking for a physical job? Are you comfortable with an environment with a high turnover rate? Or are you looking for a place where you can be there for a long time? So if you have a high turnover rate, chances are you're not going to stay there for 20 years or 30 years. So if you care about job security, if you care about job safety, if you care about a low attrition rate, maybe an Amazon warehouse is not the best place for you. Let me go a little further. So, Amazon's warehouse jobs may be a good fit for anyone looking for a full schedule with no shortage of shifts and plenty of opportunities to earn overtime pay. Okay, Amazon pays pretty well when it comes to overtime, and it may be a good fit for individuals with limited employment options due to a criminal record or a lack of experience or education, and for those who want a physically active job so they can earn money while staying fit. Okay, and Amazon's warehouse roles may not be the best choice for individuals who are highly susceptible to injury, or if you are unable to work on your feet, squat, bend, reach, and if you can't lift packages for extended periods of time, then Amazon is not the place for you. And if you don't do well with performance quotas, direct management, and being closely monitored in your work, Amazon is not definitely the best. It's not the best workplace for you. Let me go a little more granular here. I want to give you more detail when it comes to working at Amazon fulfillment center. Okay, so when we speak about the Amazon's warehouses, where are they located and what are they like? So as of this year, basically Amazon has been operating at least 110 warehouse facilities in the U.S. and at least 300 abroad. Okay, according to news reports, and one or more of those facilities exist in most U.S. and Mexican states and Canadian provinces. So warehouse associate jobs are widely available across the bulk of the North American continent, whether you are speaking about Canada, the States, or Mexico. So Amazon's warehouse facilities typically range in size from 600,000 to over 1 million square feet. They're pretty giant. So some of these are used to process specific types of items like large furniture or groceries, while others, called sortable fulfillment centers, handle the bulk of the ordinary household and consumer goods that Amazon sells and ships. If you think about Amazon, I want you to think about accountability, but also efficiency. That's how the brand has built itself, right? So if you are going to work at an Amazon's warehouse, you want to expect to actually fit into that mold of efficiency and accountability. Now, smaller local delivery station warehouses also exist to prepare orders for the final legs of their journeys to our customers' doorsteps. That's what's called a last mile. Okay. Now, Amazon's fulfillment centers are massive and typically windowless. Think about that: 600,000 to over 1 million square feet, and they are windowless. And some employ as many as 1,500 full-time workers. They are all full-time. They're all full-time. Okay. And so an individual sortable Amazon fulfillment center, usually around 800,000 square feet, can employ up to 1,500 full-time workers, according to the company. So that's pretty massive, okay? And like most warehousing facilities, Amazon's warehouses are largely windowless to prevent glare and minimize temperature extremes. That being said, they can actually still be uncomfortably hot or cold, depending on the location and season. So that's really important to really think about that. Let me talk to you about the Amazon's 7 entry-level warehouse jobs and what they pay, so you have a clear idea what to expect here. So most of Amazon's warehouse associate positions share certain basic characteristics. Shifts are long, physical, and fast-paced, and accuracy and efficiency are the name of the game. Okay, accuracy, efficiency. So here's what each of the company's 7 different warehouse roles entails and how much each of one pays. First of all, you have the fulfillment center associates. You are looking at $17 to $21, 21.50 per hour, and the delta really has to do with the location. So if you are in a location that is a little different, you are getting more. There are cases where we have seen fulfillment center associates earning as much as $25 per hour. So $25 per hour. So that means if you are getting overtime, you are getting paid somewhere like 37.50. So that's pretty good. So fulfillment center associate jobs are Amazon's most commonly available warehouse positions. Okay, and this associates receive, organize, and shelve new inventory. They actually pick, pack, and load customer orders, and sometimes they operate forklifts and similar vehicles if they've been trained and certified on the job. That's what I told you a little earlier when I said the job itself is physical. So you gotta be ready to actually exert some physical skills here. Scanners are used during most tasks to read barcodes and track products to ensure that things are going where they are supposed to do. Remember that Amazon is all about accuracy, it's all about efficiency, okay? So if you want to apply for this job as an applicant, you must be able to work long shifts on your feet. You must be comfortable bending, squatting, lifting, reaching, and pulling. You must be able to lift up to 49 pounds and push carts and dollies weighing up to 60 pounds. So those are pretty consequential weights there, okay? And you got to be also comfortable working on scaffolds and mezzanines at heights of up to 40 feet. So as a date of this show, you'll be paid somewhere from $17 all the way to $21.50, and if you're lucky, you can go all the way to $25 per hour. So that's really good. Next, I want to talk to you about a sortation center associate. So sortation center associates, you will earn somewhere from $18.50 all the way to $19.75, and we have seen cases where, depending on the geography, the pay can go all the way to it can go all the way to $22 per hour. So sortation center associates do similar work to a fulfillment center associates, but earlier in Amazon's logistics chain, they actually unload and sort inventory, prepare customer orders for delivery, and stack merchandise on pallets using scanners, computers, and handheld tag printers along the way. So that's pretty good. I mean, the thing is that here, again, you have accuracy, you have accountability, and you have efficiency being the priority, being the names of the games, if you will. Like fulfillment center associates, those at sortation facilities must be able to work on their feet, lift heavy packages, push carts, and work up to 40 high on storage structures. And so open sortation center associates positions on Amazon's career sites listed starting pay rate they go from 18 all the way to 19, $20, sometimes $22, okay? And so all listed sortation associate jobs offered up to $2 per hour in additional premium pay during certain hours. Now, Amazon's warehouse workers often have to meet quotas like 160 boxes packed per hour and work can be really repetitive. You also have delivery station associates. Here, the pay goes from $17 all the way to $20.50 and sometimes $23 per hour. So that's pretty. That's the range I want you to think about. So delivery station associates, if you get that job, you will work at the last stop along Amazon's logistics chain before orders go out to customers. You will receive and prepare inventory from truck deliveries, use computers and handheld devices to scan and sort items, and prepare customer orders for delivery. And like other Amazon warehouse associates, delivery station workers need to be able to work long shifts on their feet, lift heavy packages, push and pull heavy carts and dollies, and work on storage scaffolds up to 40 feet high. So this is something to really think about. And the pay, I think I told you before, you are looking at $17 all the way to $20.50, sometimes $23, depending on the geography where you are at. Next, you have an Excel Warehouse Associate. Here, you're looking at $16.75 to $17 per hour. So, if you are an Excel Warehouse Associate, you will perform duties similar to those that I listed a little earlier, but you will work specifically with larger sized products like furniture, television, and home appliances. And some associates may be trained and certified to operate pallet drivers, forklifts, and other powered industrial trucks. If you are an Excel associate, you must be able to lift up to 49 pounds without assistance, and you have to be able to move heavier items using specific methods and equipment. You must be comfortable working long shifts on your feet while bending, pulling, reaching, squatting, and hauling. And you got to be comfortable working on mezzanines up to 40 feet off the ground. So this is what it is. You also have a distribution center associates. So Amazon's distribution center associates, they actually work in storage facilities that house and ship groceries and household products to the company's local grocery warehouses. And in terms of the pricing here, you are looking at pricing in terms of the salary, the pay. You are looking at $15 all the way to $22 per hour. Okay. Now, some areas of these facilities are refrigerated to house certain types of grocery products. So it's one of those things where you have to think about the health issue too. Are you comfortable working in a refrigerated area? So distribution associates use scanners and computers to track inventory as they pack, lift, sort, and move boxes. In some cases, using powered industrial trucks, for which on-the-job training and certification are provided. So that's really cool, especially when it comes to accessibility. You also have a grocery warehouse associate. So if you are a grocery warehouse associate, you work with groceries and household products, but at smaller grocery warehouses from which orders are delivered to local customers, okay? If you are a grocery warehouse associate, it's kind of similar to a distribution center associate, but you work at a smaller facility. And these facilities are more like actual grocery stores. So you will be responsible for receiving and unloading inventory, checking items for quality, picking and packing individual grocery orders to prepare them for delivery. And you have to also use the scanners and computers to track products, sometimes in refrigerated areas. Okay, so this is something to really think about. And in terms of the cost here, you are looking at the cost. I mean, why do I keep saying the cost? In terms of pay, you are looking at $15 all the way to $23 per hour. Then you also have an Amazon Air Associate. That's actually a job that a lot of folks don't talk about, but Amazon does have it. Okay, so if you are an Amazon Air Associate, you load and unload inventory from both airplanes and trucks. You weigh and label packages, and you also load inventory onto transportation containers. Something to really think about. So if you are an air associate, you gotta make sure that you are fit, because the job is actually the job is physically demanding. Okay, you must be able to work long shifts on your feet, both inside and outdoors. You must be able to lift up to 49 pounds. push and pull heavy carts and dollies, and operates powered industrial trucks for which training, thank God, training and certification are provided. Okay, so that's something to really think about. And Amazon will pay you anywhere from $25 all the way to $45 per hour. So that really shows you there's a big delta when it comes to all those Amazon 7 entry level warehouse jobs from fulfillment center associates all the way to Amazon Air associates. So that's something to really think about. But one thing for sure, you have to really see which jobs fits your specific lifestyle, but also your biology, your health situation, but also the location where you are at, right? Because with Amazon jobs, geography plays an important role. So you have to make sure that you are in the right geography to seize the opportunity there. So when you think about working at Amazon Fulfillment Center, let me give you a few extras here. So as an Amazon warehouse worker, do you get benefits? Yes. Amazon's U.S. warehouse employees have access to a fairly robust suite of benefits. Both full-time and part-time workers are eligible for the following benefits, among others. Okay, choice of a variety of employer-sponsored health and prescription drug insurance plans. Choice of two different dental insurance plans, both of which cover exams, cleanings, and X-rays at no additional cost. You have choice of two different vision insurance plans, both of which actually cover annual eye exams at no additional cost, mental health counseling and referrals, including 5 free counseling sessions per individual issue per year. So that's really good. You also have a 401k retirement plan, including a 50% employer match on contributions up to 4% of each paycheck, which will vest after 3 years of employment. So you got to be on the job for 3 years. You have life and accidental death and dismemberment insurance, which is actually equal to 2 times your annual base salary up to $300,000. You have 6 weeks of paid parental leave, and you have accrual of paid time off. And this actually varies by location, so that's really something to really think about. Now, what are the advantages of working at an Amazon warehouse? Well, jobs are very easy to get. Anyone over 18 can likely get hired eventually, regardless of education level, prior experience, or most types of criminal convictions. So that's really good. Hours are plentiful and overtime shifts are readily available in most locations, especially during peak seasons. And many positions offer employees the opportunity to become trained and certified in the operation of forklifts and other powered industrial vehicles, which can really help individuals land other warehousing jobs in the future. Amazon's warehouse positions come with a fairly competitive area of employee benefits. Think about it. I mean, I just gave you a list, okay? So, and many different shifts are available. So if you have children or you have other obligations, you can usually find a schedule that fits with your routine. So that's really cool. Now, what are the downside? What are the downsides of working at an Amazon warehouse? I mean, you have the pros, but you have the cons, right? You have to think about on-the-job injuries. I mean, a lot of reports come in the press about on-the-job injuries at Amazon warehouses. You have workplace surveillance. So Amazon's warehouse workers also feel the weight of monitoring techniques the company uses to ensure productivity. So you also have high performance quotas and disciplinary action. So Amazon's warehouse workers, once trained, are typically subject to performance quotas. For instance, scan and verify 175 items per hour. So according to some, these quotas can be difficult to meet on an ongoing basis, and failing to do so can quickly result in disciplinary actions ranging from warning to suspension to termination. And you also have the anti-unionization efforts. I mean, this is also something that's really important. So, it's one of those things where people are saying Amazon is really working hard to make sure that it doesn't happen in their in their facilities. So as a wrap up, some of your duties and responsibilities may include receive and put away inventory, get customer orders ready and pack them up, load boxes onto trucks for shipment, use scanners to read barcodes and barcodes on boxes, view prompts on screens and follow directions for some tasks, troubleshoot problems, ensure problem meets quality the product ensure a product meets quality requirements, and operate power industrial trucks and work at heights of up to 35 to 40 feet if you are trained, of course. And you love this job because you stay busy, you have schedule options, flexible shifts, career development, you can learn new skills, you have free on the job training, great team environment, anytime pay and competitive pay. In conclusion to this conversation, I spoke to you about working at Amazon Fulfillment Center. I gave you the generalities. I spoke about going granular, the extras, and now the wrap up. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.